Aloha, everybody. How are we? Elite Pro 8 Julie Mai coming at you from the beautiful island of Kauai. Yes, this is not a green screen behind me. This is the real deal. This is my front porch. I am just so honored to be here with you all. Have we not got such incredible value so far? This convention, this global virtual convention, first ever, has really just blown our socks off. How exciting. I'm just so honored and truly grateful that I get to be here today with you guys to share a little bit about my story and hopefully inspire you to dig a little bit deeper, to get moving a little bit faster, and to really understand what you have your hands on. I say it all the time, and I'm going to say it again, that we have the golden ticket in our hands, not only for ourselves and for our families and for our friends and people that we know, but we have the golden ticket for the world. We have never, ever in the history of the planet gone through such a crazy time where millions and millions and millions of people are laid off of work, where jobs are disappearing at such a rapid rate, it's hard to keep track. If you look up the statistics of what we're going through financially as a nation, it is really scary, you guys. So I am here to hopefully just paint a little bit bigger of a vision for you so you can truly understand why you're doing this, why we have what we have, and move forward. I hope you can see me okay. I do have this selfie light right here. I wish I could show you, but unless I get really close, you can't really see. Oh, there we go. There I am. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to tell a little bit about my story, how I got started. I've been involved with LifeVantage now for about 7.5 years. I found this incredible company through a friend. She called me up one day and asked if I wanted to look at a product that was changing her family's health. I'm sure a lot of us have heard the same story, that's the beauty of what we do, is we share person to person. That is why it is so effective. But the little thing that my friend who shared this information with me did not know is that I was on my knees praying for something different. Did I want to take on another business? No. Did I want to do something that I'd never done before? Not necessarily, but I will tell you this. 7.5 years ago, I had 2 young girls. I had a thriving, very busy jewelry design company. A lot of you know that I'm the heart maker, and I have always loved jewelry design. It's something that my mom did as I grew up. It's something that I took on. But as my business grew and as I became more in demand, the time that I had with my kids got smaller and smaller. The time that I had with my husband got smaller and smaller. And I realized that wasn't the way I wanted to live my life. I did not want to just work, and wake up one day, my kids were going to be grown and gone, and I was going to miss the most beautiful part of their life. And I knew this because that is what I went through. I'm so grateful for my mom that she put in me this entrepreneurial spirit in me, but I will tell you that it came at a cost. And the cost of that is that I watched my mom work her business. We had a little store, a little boutique here on the island. I watched her work her business day in and day out. I'm talking some weeks, 60 to 70 hour weeks. And I never saw my mom. And as an only child, it was sometimes really lonely. And I remember just being this, just wanting more time with her, wishing that she was around more, wishing that I had, someone to grow up with, really. And so I knew 7.5 years ago that if I didn't do something different, if I didn't make a change, that I was going to be in the exact same position that my mom was in with me. And I moved out very young. Some things happened in my childhood. I ended up moving out quite young. And my mom and I lost contact for a while because there was no relationship. There was no real bond when I was younger because she was always working. You guys, it doesn't have to be the plan. That doesn't have to be what we're put here for. Not just to go to work, pay bills, and then unfortunately pass away. So when my friend showed me this product and said it was changing her family's life, I didn't see the bigger picture at first, but I did know that this product was different. I did see something special with the product. I did give it to my mom, who was struggling, and she had some incredible results from the product. But what I decided to do is I decided to do my research. I decided to do my research on the industry. And what I found was some of the most successful people on the planet either own, teach, or backup network marketing. People like Sir Richard Branson, we all know who that is. People like Warren Buffett, people like Eric Worre, who's an incredible mentor in this industry. People like Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, multiple people. And I listened to these people and I listened to what they were saying about this incredible industry and how you could create leverage income by helping other people do the same, that you can leverage your results by other people leveraging their results. And I fell in love, not just fell in love, but I became a soldier to the industry. That was my vision, because I believed that if this could help me get my time back with my kids and give my kids their mom back, that I could help hundreds, if not thousands of other moms and other people who wanted the same thing. And I know, and you know, that there's one thing in this world that we can't get back. One thing, and that is our time. We can give it away and we can give it away and we can give it away. But this moment right here where you're watching me on this webinar, it'll never happen again. There's one time, one chance that we had to do it right. And for me, when I really understood what this industry could give my family and give my kids, and when I really understood what I could help other people with, I was all in. I became a soldier. I was 150% in. So I worked hard. I found an incredible group of generals who wanted the same thing as me. Was it easy? No, I'm not saying that it's easy. All right. I just want you guys to know that this is network marketing, not net wish marketing. This is going to take time. This is going to take effort. This is going to take consistency. It's going to take a vision, a mission, and a purpose, which I'm going to get to in a little bit, for you to be able to succeed in this industry. But just like anything else that you're going to do in your life, whatever it may be, with my jewelry design company, for instance, I didn't become successful overnight. No way. I had to pour in blood, sweat, and tears. My hands, I remember there were times, many times during Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, that my fingers would get raw from wrapping so much wire around the gemstones, that my hands from squeezing the pliers would get sore. And at one point I thought maybe I was getting an early onset of arthritis because I was working so hard with my hands, and my eyes from looking at the small things for 8 hours a day sometimes. So with any great success comes sacrifice. Okay, so I don't want to paint this vision for you guys that this is get in and get rich and make it, it's so easy. No, 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 no. This is like anything else. But when you work hard with this for a shorter amount of time than your lifespan, like other 9 to 5, 40+ years jobs that we unfortunately many millions and millions of people sign up for, this is a shorter time to create a leverage flexibility in your life that can give you the time back with the people that you love the most and that who you want to do the most with. So I worked really hard. I went all in, not just a pinky, not just a little toe. I dove into the pond. Did not know exactly what I was doing. Look, I'm from a little island. Don't have any major network marketing experience. I didn't even know what network marketing is, to be perfectly honest, but I did see the vision, and I found mentors in our company who are still here. And I'm so grateful for those of you who have mentored me along the way. And they said to me, Julie, you do what we did and you will have what we have. And I believed them, and I was coachable, and I did what they did. Even though it came at a cost, it came at a sacrifice. You guys, the one thing I wanted most was time with my kids. But guess what I had to do to get that? I had to walk away from my kids for a little bit so that I could get that. And I think it was Blue Elam, I love you, Blue, and he told me that you have to walk away from the dream for just a little bit so that you can get the dream for the rest of your life. Or Mark Shinsato, he says, it's temporary imbalance for permanent balance. And these things I would tell myself over and over every time I got on a plane. You guys look I live on an island. Yes, that is a big blue ocean behind me. We didn't have trainings here. We had to get on a plane every single month and fly to another island for the training. We had to fly to the mainland, which cost over thousands of dollars every time for the elite academies, for the trainings that we needed to be successful. But I knew, just like anything else, if I was going to be successful, I had to put in my time. I had to do the training. I had to get uncomfortable, right? I was definitely ignorance on fire, which is way better than knowledge on ice. So if you're new and you're feeling like you got to know all of the information before you can get started, I'm going to tell you right now, the less you know, the better. All you need to do is lead from your heart. Tell people why. That is my topic, why you are doing this, but really, what is your purpose? What is your mission? What is your vision for your life? And that is how you're going to find people to do this business with you. That is how you're going to attract people into your lives. They want to see enthusiasm. They want to see passion. They want to see excitement, not just someone who's selling another product. There's enough of those people out there, you guys. There's enough sellers out there. I've never considered myself a salesperson ever. I am a jewelry artist creator. I am not the seller. I'm horrible at selling. But this isn't about selling. This is about connecting. This is about building networks of people who want the same thing as you. This is about offering a solution to people, millions of people who have a problem right now. And we all know that we've never seen anything like this in our lifetime. At least I haven't, where so many people are scared, are uncertain about the future, don't know what they're going to do for their families, or having to tap into their life savings, into their retirement because they have no money coming in. We have a solution. So back to my story, I worked tirelessly. I sacrificed. I ran hard for 3.5 years. I got to Pro 7 in 18 months. And that is because I worked harder and faster and stronger than probably 99.9% of people will, because my vision and my dream and my why was so big and so defined that nothing was going to stop me. Not a no. The more no's I got, the closer I knew I was getting to my destination. We got pregnant with my son Timirahi, when I hit Pro 7. We got pregnant. I worked throughout the pregnancy, and I told my team that I was going to take a break when he was born, because again, my first why, my first reason for doing this business is that I could be the present mom that I wanted to be with my kids. But luckily I had built an organization, a team of like-minded leaders who wanted the same thing that I wanted. And that, my friends, is true leverage. Please write this down. The only way to create true leverage is to create a situation where everyone has the same amount to gain. And that's what we have with this company, with this industry. You are not anyone's boss. No one works under me. No one works above me. You come in, if you have a will and a desire to win, if you're with me, I want to pour everything into you. Every little bit of knowledge and skill and heart that I have, I'm going to pour into you, because my goal is that you become better than me. And I don't know what other industry is out there that you can say, my boss wants me to be better than me and pass him and advance and take his job. No, that doesn't happen. But in this industry, the rising tide rises all ships. And the better you are, the better I am. And that is what I fell in love with. So where am I? Going back, I sometimes go off on a tangent. So anyway, I took a break. I was mom, really got to be mom. Taji was born, and not even a year later, you would think 3 kids later, I would know how this happens. We got pregnant again. It wasn't on purpose, although it's been one of the biggest blessings in our life. Our daughter Tehani was born 2 years ago. She just turned 2, and it was a complete shock and a complete surprise to our entire family, but she has been such a blessing. But I will tell you this, instead of having to go right back to work, I got to take more time off. Yes, did I once in a while check in with my team and make sure everyone was good? Absolutely. But I got to take the time off that I needed and that I wanted and that I desired, so that I could be home where I needed to be with my children. And I'm not going to get emotional. I'm going to do my very, very best. You guys, life happens. 2020 has been nuts for every human being on the planet. But 2019 rocked me to my core. Some of you have heard my story. I spoke a little bit in Cancun on stage. Some of you haven't. 2019 was really, really hard for me. And I'm not this isn't to have, a pity party or anything like that. This is just getting real with you. I dug my well. I worked my booty off, and I dug my well. And when I became a single mom for almost half the year of 2019 with a brand new baby, a 2-year-old and 2 preteen girls, you can imagine how fun some days were. I was on the floor in tears. The one thing I did not have to do was worry about how I was going to feed my kids, was worry about how am I going to find babysitters for my babies and my girls and go to work, how I might lose my job. How many people have to struggle with that fear? I didn't, because I had dug that well before I was thirsty, because I had believed in the mentors and the people that believed in me. And that is another big one, you guys, that I want to talk about. Believing in people before they believe in themselves is one of the biggest gifts that you can give any human being on the planet. And I'm just going to give a quick little shout out to Master Pro 10 Marcel Niederhauser. I know I've told you this a long time ago. It's been a while, but he came to my little island. I was a Pro 5 at the time, and we threw a huge meeting. We got a ballroom at a hotel. We were so excited. I'm like, I got Marcel to come, and we packed the room. I mean, there was probably over 100 people in the room, and I got up there and I was so scared. I was so nervous, but I just wanted to introduce him and sit back down, and I did. I got up there, I introduced him, and I went to go sit back down, and he got up and said hello, and he said, well, I'm here to support the real presenter of the evening. And he said, Miss Julie Mai, will you come back up here? And I swear I wanted to run out that door as fast as I could. But because he saw something in me and he believed in me, I got up there. And I don't even remember the presentation because I had never spoken in front of more than maybe 10 people in my entire life. But because he saw something in me and believed in me, I got up there and I did it. And I guess I did it okay because there was a line of people that wanted to talk to me after because they cried, we laughed, but I just shared my heart. I shared my why of why I was doing this business. I didn't get up there and sell products. I didn't get up there and talk about, you know, the S curve. I got up there and said, this is the reason why I'm doing this. This is why I believe that anyone can do this business and anyone can build the life that they want to believe, that they want to build. And Marcel, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that evening. I don't know if you know what an impact that made on me and on my life, but after that, I knew I could do it. Someone believed in me and I knew that I could do this business. So life happened 2019. Back to the story. Life happened 2019. Hubby went away, single mom, hardest 6 months of my life. Hubby came back better than ever. He had to go deal with life himself. He came back happy to say that he is just a beautiful soul and a beautiful dad, and we just love him so much. But he was only home for not even a month, and we were trying to patch our life back together. And my sweet, dear mom, I'm an only child, so as you can imagine, this was really hard on me. She went to bed. We walked the bike path the day before. We swam in the ocean. She did yoga, healthy as anyone that's healthy. She's one of the most healthy people I know. She went to bed, and she didn't wake up in the morning. And I got the call that next day, and I just remember thinking, no, my mom is on Protandim. My mom is activated. My mom has been healthier than she's ever been her entire life. 7 years of the last 7 years of her life was the best years of her life. But you guys, this is the real deal. We never know when our time is up. That is the moral of my story, is the time that we get to spend with the people that we want to spend it with is the most important thing ever. It is the most important thing that we have. It's all we have. Because I will tell you, when I got that call, I wasn't thinking about anything else except I wish I would have spent more time with her. But how grateful that I am that she got to see me succeeding in life and being the mom that I always wanted to be. How grateful that I was that she got to live happy and healthy and vibrant up until the moment that she passed in her own bed on her property of 40 years that she built and loved for her whole life. And I know, as just knowing my mom, and I'm sure many of us can relate, that most of our parents don't want to die in a hospital. They don't want to get sick. So I know that that's the way she would have wanted, but still, it was a huge shock. It broke my heart. It tore it into a million pieces. Still to this day, it's hard to talk about because it's still so real, even though time passes and time goes on. But you guys, again, I didn't have to worry about having to go to work the next day. I didn't have to worry that my kids weren't going to be taken care of financially. My husband was here to support me while I had to do the grieving process and go through what I needed to go through. But I never once had to worry about how I was going to pay the bills. I got to throw her the most beautiful service, celebration of life that anyone has ever seen. Really, there was over probably 400 or 500 people there, and everyone said this was like a wedding. We had so much flowers. We had a big, beautiful tent. We found the most beautiful property, and we celebrated her because I could. And so that is what this gives us. And I share this story, not for you to feel sorry for me, but for you to know that this is real, that this is what it's all about. It's not about becoming a millionaire and having all this money. Don't be afraid to talk about the money and the opportunity, because it's not what's important, but what it gives you, the time that it gives you to be where you need to be when you need to be there. Speaking of when you need to be there, one thing I didn't really mention was, I talked about it a little bit in Cancun, was when I was home with my kids, when my husband went away before my mom had passed. My daughter, who was 13, she wrote an essay in 7th grade. And her teacher called me and said, Julie, I know you're going through a lot. I know life is hard for you right now. I can't even imagine with 4 kids how you're doing it, but whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Because your daughter is the only child in my entire class that wrote her essay about you. And the essay was, what is the definition of a hero? And I have it right here. I have it on my wall. And I know for us mamas, you know, the 13, 14-year-old area of our kids' lives, even when I was 13, it was rough, right? And for her to write that about me, and I'm not going to read it, but I will tell you that it's the most beautiful thing that I ever read. And I knew in that moment that I had made the right choice 7 years ago, because if I was working day in and day out and stressed all the time, I know she wouldn't have wrote that about me. And so that, you guys, is the beauty of what we do. Whew, okay, so this year has been crazy. I jumped back in. I went to Cancun. I got to see my team and just be re-inspired and just so fall in love all over again with LifeVantage. And really, I got to redefine my why. And that is really what I want to talk about today to finalize this speech of my story that went on a little bit longer. I hope you guys are feeling me. I hope you understand. Can feel my passion, can feel my belief that if anything that I want to, bring forward is just to transfer my belief to you. That is my vision that is my passion. That is everything that I live for in this company, in this business, is just transferring my belief to other people so that if I can do it, you can do it 150%. So let's talk about your why. Why are you doing this? Have you really thought about it? Have you written it down? Have you defined your why? Do you know what your why is? Basically, in like the most simplistic form, your why is your purpose. Your why is what gets you up, in the morning. It's what motivates you. It's what makes you feel good. I wrote just on a couple notes, so if I did go off on a little bit of a tangent, I could bring myself back. But you guys, basically your purpose is determined by leveraging your skills and aligning your needs, values, and aspirations with the impact you want to have on the world. I'm going to read that again. Your purpose is determined by leveraging your skills and aligning your needs, values, and aspirations with the impact that you want to have on the world. So I just encourage every single one of you to think about, what is my purpose? What am I here for? Right? What is it that gets me, my juices flowing? What is it that excites me? For me, my purpose statement, I wrote it out. I say I improve lives by creating big vision. For me, that is my purpose. I want to help other people. If I can create a vision, if I can create something that that you can't see yet, but I know can come true if we do the steps to get there, that is my purpose. You should have a mission. Your mission statement should be in alignment with your purpose. Everything that you do is your mission, so that your purpose fits right into that. And then your mission should be in alignment with your vision. What is the bigger vision that you have for your life? What is the bigger vision that you have for your family? What is the bigger vision that you have for your team? Ask yourself that. Your vision will give you focus. Your vision will give you drive. Your vision will push you to that next level. Because I will tell you again, there are going to be times where you are going to want to quit. Did I want to quit? Yes. I used to get on the airplane and cry. I'm not saying just one time. Many, many times I would get on that airplane to go to the mainland to either help build my team or to go to a training, and I would cry because I was leaving what I wanted most to be with. And it's hard to wrap your head around it, but it's a mindset. I knew that if I left them now for a short amount of time, I could be with them for the rest of my life. I believed that to the core of my being, that was the honest to God truth. And so my vision statement is, I improve lives by creating big vision of what's possible. I empower people to believe in their dreams and help them to recognize their greatness so that they can build the life they desire. That is my vision statement. And I truly believe that that is what gets me excited. That is what fuels my passion, fuels my drive to keep doing this business when the days get hard. And if I can help people that understand that this is so much bigger than products. And I'm not trying to minimize our products, you guys. They changed my mom's life. They gave my mom her life back for 7 years. Absolutely 150%. We have the most incredible, life-changing, game-changing products on the planet. I truly believe that, hands down. But when you can back that up with a vision and a purpose and a mission, the sky's the limit. The reason why I wanted to sit out here is because this was a big part of my why in the beginning. When I started this journey 7.5 years ago, we were living in a shambled, broken down, moldy house. We were sick all the time. I was working all the time, but for some reason we couldn't get ahead. And I knew that I wanted to take my family to a healthier, happier, more beautiful home. And so that's why I'm sitting out here, so that you guys can see what not only manifestation can happen, but what hard work and consistency can make happen for your life. So I'm going to finish up here pretty quick. I don't even know what my time is. But you guys, it's just been such a pleasure to share my story, to share my heart with you. I will say this, that everyone should have a purpose, a mission, and a vision statement. If you want to take some time to write down what your purpose is, what your deep why is. I'm going to go over a 7 layers deep of how to find that why in a second. I'm going to end on that. But we should all be operating under a set core of values and behaving in a responsible and transparent way. Okay? This is how we build strong relationships. And this is truly, truly how we attract customers and business partners into our lives. It is through your purpose, your vision, and your mission. I want you to remember this. I want you to write this down. Oh, it's raining. Do you guys hear that? People will not buy what you are selling. Remember this. Write it down. People will not buy what you are selling. They will buy why you are selling it. People will buy into how you make them feel, how you emotionally connect with them, and your ability to relate to them. And I know this, but I wrote it down because I really wanted to make sure that I got that across. It's not about the what. It's not about the how. Anyone can know the what. Everyone will know the what. They will know what incredible products we have. They will know how they work and how the business works. But if you don't tell people why you're doing this, if you don't get into their hearts and share with them your vision, your purpose, the why, they won't have any drive to be with you, to connect with you, they won't really understand the impact. It won't set with them. So I'm going to say that again. People will not buy what you are selling, but they will buy why you are selling it, because of the way you make them feel. It's not the what and it's not the how that will get you the success and the life that you so badly desire. It is not the what and it is not the how that will get you the life that you so badly desire. It is the why, your purpose, your vision, and your mission that will propel you to your dreams. So I'll ask you again, what is your why? Why are you doing this? What do you want truly in your heart of hearts? And I'm going to end it on this. And I just appreciate you taking the time to listen to me and to feel me and to understand that I'm coming from a place of pure love. I'm coming from a place of pure belief that I know that this is possible for anybody. I know it is. You just have to define why you're doing this and share that with people. And I promise you, you will be successful. So let me introduce you to the 7 layers deep exercise. This is, I learned this from Tony Robbins a while back, and a couple of my, girlfriends within our team also brought it back to my memory. But it's so important, you guys, that sometimes we say, oh, what is your why? Oh, I want to have a new house, or oh, I want to have more time with my kids, or oh, blah, 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 whatever you just off the top of your head say. But I want you to really get deep into your why. I want you to go 7 layers into that why. This is your homework. This is your Julie Mai homework. And I'm going to go over mine real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up. Layer 1. What is important to you about becoming successful? That is question number 1. That is the layer 1. What is important to you about becoming successful? For me, this is my answer. I want to buy a home with land on Kauai to raise my kids and leave a legacy. That is just the top layer. Layer 2. Why is this important to me? So for you, why is this important to you? Because we've moved over 8 times in the last 13 years, and it is important to me to be grounded and secure without the fear that we may have to move due to someone else's decision. Oh my gosh, it's totally raining. I want my kids to grow up loving their home and knowing they will always have a place to come home to. Layer 3, why is this important to me? So for you, why is this important to you? Although my childhood wasn't the easiest, I knew I had a home that was ours when things got hard. I felt connected to the land that was mine, and I found solace. I knew how hard my mom worked to keep us safe, knowing that we weren't under someone else's rules and roof, and no one could tell us to leave. Layer 4, why is this important to me? This is when you're going to have to start doing a little digging. It gets a little like, okay, we're going to keep going into the layers. Layer 4, my mom lived a really hard life to make mine a little bit easier. She was the hardest working woman I knew. It's important for me to make her life count. I need to prove that her experience was real, and her life is what made me who I am today. What she sacrificed for me was real, and I will create the life I dream of for my family in her honor. Layer 5, why is this important to me? Layer 5, why is this important to you? This is your challenge, your why. I want my kids to know that whatever they dream, they can achieve. I want to prove to them that because I didn't listen to the status quo, I didn't listen to the naysayers, I ignored them, and I worked hard, tirelessly, consistently for something I truly believed in, I was able to provide for us the life that we all dream of. That was layer 5. Layer 6, why is this important to me? Woo, we're getting deep now. I want to teach my children that they are worthy, that they are enough, and that the most liberating feeling in the world is to be yourself. I want to save them and whoever else I can from a lifetime of heartache and hardships, because I believe the most tragic experience is to live a life not knowing your own value and your own worth. That is what I want to teach my children. Layer 7, why is this important to me? Because what I've learned so far in life is that it's short. We are no good to anyone by playing small. Make it count, because we never know when our time is up. And I have to know that what I do matters and makes a difference in the world in a positive way. That there's meaning to my life, to my children's life, and to everyone else's life. I will do my part to make the world a better place for my family, for my friends, and for future generations to come. That is my 7th layer. And when I wrote that, I literally had tears in my eyes, and I was like, that is a lot different than layer 1. I want to buy a home with land on Kauai to raise my kids and leave a legacy. It is a lot different, you guys. So I highly, highly recommend, not even recommend, it is your homework, it is your challenge. I want you to go 7 layers deep into your why. I want you to ask yourself over and over and over, why do I want this? Why do I want what I want? Get in there, because that is what's going to motivate you. That is what's going to get you out of bed and throw you into success. It was my honor to share with you my story, my heart, my belief, my passion. I love this company. I love this industry. I'm forever grateful for Daisy Goodwin for bringing it my way. I'm forever grateful for my incredible team who didn't give up when life happened to me and I had to go deal with life, that they kept going and building their dreams, because that is what this is all about. This is about building people's dreams. This is about knowing what you want out of your life and going and getting it. There's nothing more beautiful on the planet than surrounding yourself with a bunch of people that are running for their dreams, that aren't complaining, that aren't frustrated, that aren't scared, that aren't living in fear. It is our moral obligation to take what we know and to share it with every single human being that we come in contact with, because we have a gift. We have a gift. We have the golden ticket. We have the diamonds in the rough. So please, 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 please get out of your own way. Run as fast as you can. Scream it from the mountaintops. People are going to think you're crazy. They thought I was crazy. Do you think I care now? No. Because my 7-layer was more important than what any single person thought about me, about what I was doing, because I knew how many people I had to help to get to where I am, and that I continue to help, because now that's also my mission, is to help as many people as I possibly can get to their goals, get to their dreams, and live the life that they want to live. And so I probably went way over. Hopefully you're still with me. Love you guys so, so much. Can't wait to squeeze you all in person. This is so hard, but so cool that we still get to work and that we still get to do what we do. We're so, so, so very blessed. So I'm going to end it there. Love you all so much. Aloha from the beautiful island of Kauai. Big, big, big virtual hugs until we see you in person. Mwah. Love you lots. Take care.